Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Jason, I was going to start like this morning.
What, Sleepy Rob?
This is comfortable, man.
Sleepy Rob?
I told you something really bad a while ago, and I'm so sorry. You know what I said?
What'd you said?
I said we're going to rename the show.
Yeah, you did. You were talking some smack over there, brother.
Yeah, I know. I'm usually positive and upbeat, but you can hear
it's that rainy weather that's going on,
but
know.
I just decided this morning, I said it's going to be renamed Bad Morning Huntsville.
Morning, Huntsville.
We're going to change the tone.
I don't think we need to do that.
Don't welcome everybody in. No, I'm just kidding. We could never do that, Jason.
No.
I am really tired, though. I have no idea why. I'm getting plenty of rest.
Are you sure?
The dogs wake me up at like 2 in the morning. Then how many times y'all got to go outside, dogs? Then they wake me up again at 4. Then they wake me up again, and then it's time to just get up.
Yeah, I feel your pain, brother.
I ain't taking them for granted.
My dogs did the same thing to me. Up, down, up.
Hey, I'm just happy my Golden's doing good, man. I won't ever take that for granted. He's like a brand new dog.
Is he?
Yeah, it was a brand new dog that like deflated my wallet, but it was worth it, man.
That's what pets do. They're kind of like kids, They're all parasites.
I always said if it was ever this much, then I would never do it. Well, it was far and above this much to get him fixed, and
you went ahead and did it anyway.
I had to, man. You have to. I couldn't live with myself knowing that, and I'm not judging anybody. I'm really not, because I've heard people having to do this because of finances. But I could not watch my dog be put to sleep because I didn't have the money to pay for the procedure.
Right.
And you get all your credit cards paid off with a loan, and then you say you're never going to use them again, and then boom, and there you go.
Well.
So, but we had some support. We had a little bit of help.
It's called life.
Had helped out a little bit, but yeah, I will. I'll never take it for granted, because that dude, man, he jumps up in the bed and I don't even care anymore. Before we're like, don't get in the bed, and it's like, no, he got a second life, man.
Mm-hmm.
He can jump all wherever he wants. He wants to go outside and roll around in the mud. And Bridget, if she's watching this morning, she's gonna be like, don't. He's not allowed to do that, but. If he wants to jump up on the couch, get a little mud up there, it can wash off. Come on, buddy. Get after it, Come on now.
I don't want to be at your house when
That
that
poor
happens.
that dude's got a scar like that long on his side.
Yeah.
But it healed quick.
Yeah.
But then I was feeling in his neck, and there's another lump right there in his neck. But they said that could happen, and they said just keep an eye on him. And as the dogs get older, they get these little fatty things.
Yeah, you get those little fatty, cyst tissue things, whatever.
I guess I kind of take after him. I get these little
Yeah,
fatty
look
things.
look at this right
Look
here.
at these little fatty things right here.
Yeah, it happens to all of us.
Man, the other day, brother, I was running. I felt stuff moving that I didn't think was supposed to be moving.
Really?
It scared me to death. I said, what is that? And I looked, and, man, I was like, you feel like a Christmas ham right there on my side, man. I said, I gotta get rid of that thing, man.
You got to stop going to McDonald's
I
so
did.
much.
I quit, man. No more.
Whatever. When McBride comes back, you'll be back up there
Doggone, yes.
like it's nobody's business.
You already know, brother. I'm waiting. I'm saving up. I'm getting ready for the McRib season. It's right around the corner.
You getting in shape or something?
Yeah.
Round's a shape, so that helps.
I'm getting into shape, man. You ever look at a pear on a tree? That's kind of what I look like, brother. It's a whoop like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so, just a pair with legs.
Pair with legs. Man, I was playing basketball back in the day. I need to get back into it, but I probably won't ever do it again. I need to.
Why not?
Time. Maybe when maybe like 10 years from now, then yes. But right now, it's like, yeah, it's time is, time is valuable.
It is. Some people don't put much value on time.
Time is extremely valuable.
It's probably the most valuable thing we have.
And it's like this. Gone. Mm-hmm. Here's the inspiration this morning.
All right, let's hear this inspiration.
Here's the inspiration. It just hit me this morning. Don't take for granted the time on earth that you have, because nothing is guaranteed. Absolutely not. And I don't want to, taxes. No, the only thing that's going to happen to us is you're going to pass away. That's guaranteed. Mm-hmm. Taxes, not guaranteed. I don't know where somebody started that. There's two things that are certain in life, taxes and death. Taxes, you don't have to pay them. You might go to jail, but you don't have to pay them. It's not guaranteed. Mm-hmm. But what is guaranteed is that one day you're going to be called home. I've never agreed. There's phrases that just absolutely annoy me. I told you it's going to be bad more than Huntsville on this show. It's going to be good in a minute because Pam's here. We're going to turn this around because Miss Pam is here. It's always good to see her smiling presence here. But there's phrases that annoy me that I just don't understand why they're said. Like one, don't get your hopes up. That is the most depressing statement that I've ever heard.
It really is.
Hey, buddy, don't get your hopes up. No, man, I want you to get your hopes up. Get them things flying up in the sky, man.
That's it.
And if it don't work out, then do something else. Try again. Mm-hmm. Get your hopes up this morning. There's something that you need to get your hope up about today. So, yes, get your hopes up. But also have the disclaimer that it may not work out and all is well. So that's the first gripe today. The second gripe is the grass isn't always greener on the other side. You better water your own grass and fertilize it and take care of it. Because if you don't have your own grass fertilized and take care of, how can you take care of somebody else's?
There you go.
So take care of your own yard first. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not being selfish. Another phrase, you've got this. What do you got? I don't know what that phrase means. I don't like it. They even have a Christian song that I play on Spirit Radio, and I'm like, why am I playing it? You got this. You got this. What does that mean? You got this.
I don't know.
That's another one. I'm just, man, there's so many of these. They're hitting me today, Jason. I'm getting fired up.
So we don't want to talk about Dr. Seuss now?
No, man, get that dude away from me, man. I ain't talking. Why? I'm about to bring out the P word, brother.
The P word?
That ends with an A and starts with the P. You start bringing up Dr. Seuss, I'm going to start calling you something. Just kidding. Let us know. Here's the call to action. Let us know the phrases that you hear all the time that just annoy the snot out of you.
My bad.
My bad. That's one. That's yours.
Yeah. I just I'm like, my bad, and I'm like, what?
You ain't that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Or when you do this, my bad.
No.
Or you just say my bad.
There's just people say it. I don't say it.
There's phrases that people need to start saying again that I loved growing up. One of them was bummer. People say, bummer. Did you ever use that one? Mm-hmm. My uncle, he used to go, sick. Didn't matter what it was. Somebody cut him off on the road while he was driving. Sick. That was his word, was sick. Mm-hmm. So bummer and sick need to make a comeback.
I think we all need to watch some more Andy Griffith show.
Yeah. But somebody told me something about that show. Didn't they?
I
say
did.
That, didn't you? Were you the one
Yeah.
that told me they were all single or something?
Yeah, that's why they were all happy. None of them was married.
And then the time Andy did get a girlfriend didn't work out, and he was angry anyways, right?
That's it.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. That's why they're all happy. You watch the show and nobody on there's married.
What was the mom, Miss B or something? Was that
Aunt B.
Aunt B? I remember that one.
Yeah.
Aunt B. I wonder if any of them. Of course, Ron Howard's still alive, but I wonder who else is in that show that.
I don't know.
I guess you know the year that The Wizard of Oz was filmed. I think it was 1929, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Was it that long ago?
I don't know.
Hold on, I got
You're the know everything when it comes to television,
brother,
and movies. And
No, I'm not. I felt you. You been to rodeo trivia with the trivia queens?
Nope.
Them people, I don't know how they know all that stuff. I'm the biggest moron. I'll be the first one to admit I ain't putting myself down, but I am the biggest moron when it comes to that stuff.
When it comes to trivia?
Yeah, they're asking all these movies and actors. I don't know any of that stuff.
I don't either. That's why I don't go to trivia.
And luckily, Karen Denman makes you feel like you're $1 million, but 1939 was when the movie 39. So you think about 1939, and here we are, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day, I started thinking, is there anybody from that movie still alive?
Probably not.
Anybody. And my mom she somehow had got part of this Wizard of Oz club deal to where you could write letter to the little, they called them munchkins. I know some people may, don't call. That's what they were called in the movie. Nobody means anything negative by that, okay? But the little munchkins, right?
Okay.
So my mom used to write one of them little dudes.
Okay.
And he would write back. It was
that's cool.
And he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So I started thinking about it the other day. Is there anybody still alive from? And you know what my research revealed?
What's that?
Yes, there is.
Really?
There is. Apparently, Judy Garland had a little stunt double. Now, I don't know what you need a stunt double for. Maybe whenever you're going up in the
I have no
hot
idea.
air balloon at the end. Maybe that's what you needed it for, just in case. But the stunt double for Judy Garland, she is 105 years old.
Really?
And she is still alive. The last person.
Well, that's interesting.
The last of the Mohicans from that movie.
The Last of the Mohicans. Here we go with another movie.
I don't even remember that one, though.
It's a movie.
I just know the phrase.
And it's a book.
See, you know more than me. You're over here acting like, well, I don't know that. You know more than I do.
I just knew it was a book.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I'm at a loss for words. I told you this morning I had so much going on. Have you ever had so much going on that you're just paralyzed?
Yeah, I have that most days.
And then it turns into paralysis by analysis because then you want to analyze everything.
Yeah.
And everybody said, oh, well, just start doing something. Well, man, when you got a list of like 30 things, it's hard just to start doing something, for me anyways, because my brain is like a firecracker. There's so much gunpowder up in this thing that it's just igniting all over the place. Mm-hmm. In fact, the other night I was sleeping and I smelled smoke and I looked and it was coming out of my ears, man. It was just, pillow had burn marks on it.
Oh, Lord, it's getting deep in here. Somebody bring me some waiters, please.
Welcome in, everybody, as we get rolling here. We'll finally get the official intro going. Welcome. Thanks for waking up. I have to turn to the side because my laptop broke. It's episode 505 as we get rolling on a Tactical Tuesday.
Tactical Tuesday, brother.
Terrifically Tactical Tuesday.
It is.
Brought to you by Guardian Defense. Big thank you to Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com for all your jewelry needs. Mother's Day right around the corner. Think about those mamas out there. Mom, I love you.
When is Mother's Day?
It's next week.
This week?
Now, next Sunday. This coming up Sunday.
This Sunday?
We're having baby dedication up here at the church. We got 12 babies we're dedicating.
Really?
That's a good sign.
That is.
It's a good sign when the church has babies. How many? It's like you need babies because babies create that just creates people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I heard people complimenting our youth program this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made me feel good.
It's good when you have young people doing things.
It is
moving and I've always
moving and grooving.
I've always said you need action. Obviously, when you I can't even think this morning. I'm like that Wilson behind the fence on Home Improvement. I'm trying to say something and I can't get it out, and I'm like Tim Allen trying to decipher what he's trying to say. Mm-hmm. But
I know exactly because that's what you kind of sound like.
Here's what it is: action. No, this is it. Activity creates activity.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
Activity creates activity. There it is. See, Pam was like, wow, I've been waiting to hear that my whole life. But it really does, and if you're not active and doing things, then nothing's going to happen.
That's it.
And activity creates activity. But I have so much activity flying up in here, I just don't know how to get started. So, but one way that you can be active is call up Elliot and celebrate the mamas out there. So all of you mothers out there, I'm going to be the first to wish you a very early
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Thank you to Mama Pat, who's a friend of this show, who wrote me a very heartfelt letter.
Yeah.
And so thank you for that. I received that last week on our 500th episode. That was
fun.
Wonderful. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
We had a good turnout, man.
That was fun.
Had about 20 people show up and
had a heck of a spread for breakfast. And
Huntsville Fire came out, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Huntsville Fire Department came out and so that created something that I think we're going to start doing this maybe twice a year.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little, we already do our hometown spotlight shows. Mm-hmm. But we're going to do a couple a year over there at the community room, and just invite people. Come have breakfast with us.
That's it.
And I loved it because while we're doing the show, people were talking, and that's what I want. I didn't want everybody.
People were talking.
Get quiet.
We got to meet the young man from New Waverly. Brought in those cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I think it's John. I believe
Josh. I think.
Yoking on.
Yeah, yoking on.
Oh my gosh, those things were so good.
They were good.
They were gone in 2 seconds here at the church.
Were they?
Yes, but Joshua Mashi, who's an intern here at the church with us, I said, Joshua, you got to go. He's a young man from Lebanon, tremendous young man. And I said, Joshua, you got to go get one of these cinnamon rolls. So he gets one, starts eating it. I said, wait a minute, what are you doing? Well, you told me to eat one. I said, dude, that thing's been on the counter for 30 minutes.
You got to warm it up.
You got to put it in the microwave, man. I said, have you ever put cinnamon rolls or donuts in the microwave? He said, no, I've never done that. He put that thing in there. I said, give it about 17. It's got to be 17 seconds on our microwave here. 17. If it's 18, it's too hot. If it's 16, it's a little too cool. 17 is a sweet spot. And it's an old school. This is the oldest Baptist church in the state of Texas here. Mm-hmm. So our microwave, of course,
is old school.
It's old school. It doesn't even have the digital. It's just a dial on it,
It's just got a dial.
It's on the side of it. It says Super Radiation, series, super rad series. So it's got the dial, so you don't know if you're really right at 17 seconds or even at a minute. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
Well, our first microwave growing up was Magic Chef. I'll never forget. It was this revolutionary device. Mm-hmm. Dad brought it home. Boy, we were big time. We didn't have cable TV, doggone it, but by golly, we had a Magic Chef microwave. And we used to rent VCRs in our family. We couldn't afford them, so we'd go to the store and
I remember we'd
rent a VCR.
You could go to the movie store and you could rent a VCR and some movies for the weekend.
That's what we did. And it came in like a hard case with a handle on it.
Yeah, like a little briefcase.
Yeah, it was all built in. Mm-hmm. And we used it to record stuff too, because my dad found out, we can buy these blank tapes, and then when we rent it again, we can rewatch them.
Yeah,
we can record stuff on the TV,
and then we don't have to rent it again.
Yeah, then we don't have to rent. That's right. We just have to rent the VCR.
Yeah,
we save money on the movies. But it was funny because we were recording something and we were talking. And, back then, we didn't know anything. Mm-hmm. It was all new technology. And my dad's like, y'all quit talking. It's going to pick y'all up on the tape. It never did.
That's funny.
So
I remember growing up here in Huntsville, and we had 49 and More, the video superstore.
Man, that's a good like radio.
And they
tune.
actually had two. They had two locations. They had one on Normal Park, and one over here on Sam Houston Avenue.
Wow, that's cool. What did you rent there, Jason?
Man, I don't remember.
What was your favorite movie growing up? If you could, I know that you're not like a big movie buff, but what's one that comes to mind?
I don't know.
No movies at all
that I like to watch?
Yeah.
Oh, Lonesome Dove, brother.
Okay, see, that's what I was getting at. I just got to pick at you.
And that started out as like a mini series on TV. I remember they put it on like 3 or 4 nights, and I thought that was just a bomb.
What was that? What was that movie store called here?
49 and More.
And what'd you say it was? 49 and More.
Video Superstore.
The Video Superstore?
Yeah. That was before we had Blockbuster.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm
Oh, he's writing a song.
No, I'm not. I just
AI's going to write a song.
No. I was Googling to see if there was any information about this thing. I couldn't.
Yeah, well, that doesn't look like Google.
Yeah, it is. I couldn't find anything. So
whatever.
Pam Connor's here. She's eager to talk about wine.
Well, let's take a break so she can come give us the lowdown on what's going to go down.
The lowdown showdown in our hometown.
That's it.
And I'm going to tell you, if you don't know Pam, many of you do, but maybe it's your first time, stay tuned in. She's such a wonderful lady, and she does so much for our downtown Huntsville. If you've walked around downtown, it's absolutely beautiful. There's so much going on, and we don't get out enough like we used to. Now that the children are getting a little bit older, we're starting to venture out a little bit more. I miss going to the antique stores. And we did a couple weeks ago. We went by Bargain Box. I'll talk with Pam in a little bit about that, but we went over there. In fact, I have a whole box of clothes. I should have brought them today and just handed them to her. We went through the closet.
I haven't been to those stores on the square in years, I have to admit.
You need to go to the Bargain Box because I think this is the shirt that I got there.
Really?
This Magellan, pretty much brand new. I got it for like $10.
Yeah.
So, well, let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. A lot happening here in Huntsville, and we're going to talk about it and why you need to be in Huntsville, Texas. Maybe you're on the outskirts thinking about moseying on in. We'll come mosey in this weekend because there's a lot going on in our community. We'll step aside, take a break. As always, big thank you to Guardian Defense, Jason Thompson, J-Tom.
Yep.
J-Bone. You got a nickname?
No.
I can't ever try to get this guy to joke around. No?
No.
Did they ever call you Big Red back in the day?
No, they didn't call me Big Red.
I like that. Do you like that name?
Not really.
See, I can't even. What would your nickname be if you could get one?
I have no idea. Why would I give myself a nickname? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it's like people who give their cars nicknames, you know.
I don't give my cars nicknames.
The only person that ever gave.
I just change the name of the dogs like every other year.
You just give them a new name?
Yeah, I just give them a new name.
There's one person.
Whatever my wife names them, I'm going to call them something else.
Well, there's one person in this community. See, it always annoys me when people call their cars certain names. I'm like, come on, man. But there's one person that it's totally cool that she does this because she has the coolest car name.
Okay.
It's Vicky McKenzie.
Okay.
And she calls her Jeep Sparky. Mm-hmm. So that's okay. That's one's okay. Cool. That one's cool.
Yeah.
But all y'all others, man, just quit, okay? Unless it's something cool like Sparky, don't even start.
Sparky.
Yeah. Sparks.
Mm-hmm.
Sparks. That's got a good name to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm about half out of it for some reason.
I don't know. Maybe you need a cup of coffee or something.
Yeah.
I do.
Big thank you to Guardian Defense. More information online at guardiandefensellc.com. Let us know in the break the phrases that you just can't stand. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. But coming up, it is our good friend, Miss Pam Connor, here to talk about what's happening in our beautiful downtown Huntsville. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It's Good Morning Huntsville. Don't go anywhere.
49 and more, the video superstore, Huntsville, Texas, before Blockbuster. 49 and more, the video superstore, Huntsville, Texas, before Blockbuster.
Billy Coughlin, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 $100,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Deneen with Guardian Defense, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit
94.3. Morning, Huntsville. Welcome back. 69 degrees, fog and mist. Huntsville, humid 93% as you're up today. Flood watch is in effect until 1 a.m. this morning. There is a lot of moisture in the air, especially over West Texas, that is built back up. It is moving into our area today. 70% chance of severe thunderstorms, a high of only 78 tonight, 40% more thunderstorms in the forecast through Wednesday and Wednesday night. Even through Thursday, we'll have a brief break Thursday night, then a slight chance of thunderstorms on Friday. But check out this weekend. My goodness, is it fall? Saturday, a high of 76 and sunny, and it will be absolutely beautiful weather to be on the downtown Huntsville Square.
Yes, beautiful day. We're ready for it.
Isn't that awesome, Pam?
Yeah.
We're just going to get it out of here this week.
Yeah, we have been fortunate to have some beautiful weather for our events. Crawfish Festival was great. Junkapalooza was great, and now we've got Wine Down Whiskey Up coming up this weekend, and we're ready for a great time.
Well, Pam Connor joining us. Good morning, Pam.
Good morning. Good morning.
Huntsville DBA, Downtown Business Alliance.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I say association. That's not right.
We'll take it.
But the DBA doing great work here in Huntsville. You guys just met. I love whenever like it's first time meetings over here.
I hadn't had the opportunity.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, Pam, it's always I mean this when you walk in. You may not think this because you're very humble, but you really do always brighten up the room. And so thank you for being here. And your passion for this community is what this show is all about. And I just love how involved you are. You've been downtown with the Bargain Box for I know you fib because you'll say it's been decades, but that's
It is decades, 36 years.
Yeah, but Pam, you're only 32, so I don't know how that's possible.
We work the magic.
We do, but y'all do such incredible work, and if you don't know what the DBA is, you need to check them out. And Pam will talk a little bit more about it. But promoting downtown business is so important, and boy, our community is thriving and growing, and any downtown area should be beautiful, and Huntsville is really doing a great job downtown, and you guys are spearheading that.
And all you have to do is drive down, drive around the square on the weekends and look at all the people that are out.
And look what Lee Jameson's doing over there.
Isn't that
awesome?
That's overwhelming. That's just gorgeous. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Just green with envy. That is amazing.
It's he's doing the new mural that's almost right. In fact, we interviewed him a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to put that interview up. I just walked by and I said, "Hey, can I chat with you for a while?" But Pam, I brought that up for a reason because all of these additions bring more people downtown, which is what y'all are always focused on.
Yes, that's focusing on tourism and bringing new people to downtown, and that's part of why we do our events. We not only do we want to bring tourism to downtown, but we want our local people to come enjoy what we do offer in downtown. And what we've got coming up Saturday evening is our annual Wind Down Whiskey Up. It starts at 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at HuntsvilleDBA.com or from a participating merchant. You've missed the pre-sale, $35. Now they're $40. You had to pay that $5 penalty because we didn't know you were coming early.
Yeah.
But we'll have 16 different wineries and distilleries that'll be on site, and whenever you buy your ticket and you come and get your check-in and get your wristband, your goodie bag, and your map and your shop hop card, you go to each of the places and you get a tasting of whatever they've got for you to taste that evening. If you find something that you like from the wineries, you can actually buy the bottle and take it home with you.
Wow.
We do want you to take it home with you. We don't want you to open it up and drink it right there.
Yeah, don't leave it downtown.
You're already doing 16 tastings, so you might get a little crazy for the evening. But and then most of the shops that you stop at will also be offering some type of little free appetizer or tidbit for you to balance that wine off with. So, and most of them will have some type of special for the evening, shopping specials, and then our big to do is our shop hop card. So when you attend the event, you get your shop hop card stamped at every place, and when it's filled, you turn it in, and then we're going to have a drawing, and we give away a total of $500 in downtown dollars, and those are to be spent at one of the participating merchants. Whoever wins chooses where they want to spend the money.
I love that, Pam.
That's pretty cool.
So,
well, it's 14 years now. Is that right? Is that how long this event's been going on?
Yes, 14 years. It started out as just a wine festival, and we started out with only 8 wineries. It's grown a little bit each year. It's not. We don't want it to grow by masses. In fact, we limit our ticket sales. We don't allow more than 500 tickets to be sold because we still want this to be an intimate affair where people have time to visit with each winery, know what their product is, and then have time to do a little bit of shopping and relax and enjoy and not feel like they've got to run from station to station and be rushed. And then, too, it keeps the lines from being deep at each place.
I was just about to say, it's like when you go to Fiesta, Texas now in San Antonio, if you buy the regular ticket, it's not even worth it because it's 2 hours to get on a ride. So you got to buy the Flash Pass.
Oh, we need to do that.
Yeah. So just
next year we'll have a Fast Pass.
Yeah. So you can sell as many tickets as you want.
But never mind. Rob just gave us a new idea.
Yeah. But for $500, you can get a Flash Pass. No big deal.
Yeah.
Put you at the front of the line every time. Own private consult with each winery.
You get the front of the line and the front of the bottle. First choice. So
there you go.
It'll work out. Well, no, this is such a great event. I mean, these are the events that draw people into downtown. And Pam, y'all have done such a great job with DBA with this and so many other events at Crawfish Boil and so much always going on. How has this event grown? I know you'd already mentioned y'all limit the ticket sales, but 15 or 14 years now of doing this. What have you seen over these last 14 years and just the response from the community?
Well, the response from the community has been good, and while our merchants enjoy this, and I don't want to say they depend on this, but they depend on seeing a good smiling face, and our obviously our sales are increased that day, but it's also the letting getting the people to go to every single place that's participating and realize the new places that are in town. And then we get a lot of residual traffic the following weeks that, people say, well, I was here for Wind Down and I saw such and such. I've got to come back and get it. Or my wife was with me and I couldn't buy it. She wouldn't let me. Or or I need to come back and get this for my mom for Mother's Day. So you get some residual traffic from it. And that's always nice to have them come back, because then they'll spend more time with you. So
this is going, from 4 to 8 on Saturday, and so you can still get your tickets online, HuntsvilleDBA.com, $40 a ticket. We're going to be giving away 2 tickets, 1 to each person, though, today. So we have 2 winners today on the show, and we'll talk about that here in just a few moments. The time is so great for this because earlier in the day, they are having a memorial ride for Clay Towsworth. And so a lot of folks, I know, are going to that so they can go do the ride, go back to the Legion, and then after that's over, it'll be just in time to come downtown so the celebration can continue.
And
really
also,
good.
it's Sam Houston graduation. Well, probably, I think they graduate Friday and Saturday. So there'll be a lot of people in town for graduation. We're hoping that some of those people come celebrate their graduations with us.
Yeah. Well,
what a mile marker for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Pam, you've been downtown. I'm joking with you because, it don't seem like over 3 decades, but you've been downtown. What have you seen in our downtown area? Especially, I moved here 4 or 5 years ago, and I've seen so much just in the last few years. Maybe tell us what you've seen downtown.
Well, I think it's amazing that we do have a vibrant and growing downtown. And since we've been in the first 5 or 6 years that we were in business, downtown was trying to recoup from all the big box stores that came in across the interstate. But since then, there's hardly ever a vacant storefront that stays any less than 3 months, 6 months before you've got a new business that comes in. And, most, I'd say 90% of the businesses are locally owned and people that have been part of our community for a long, long time, and they might be just now deciding to go in business, or it might have been a passion for a long time, or maybe they've moved their business and decided that the downtown is the place to be. And we actually have people ask us all the time, oh, let me know when there's a building coming up, and I'd love to be downtown, as opposed to either where they're at or as opposed to working from, online or home. But they know that they have a nice support system to keep traffic moving, and they don't have to build every single customer to come through their door on their own, because we're going to help them.
There's a lot of folks that watch this show from outside the community, and we always have new visitors. We want to welcome in anybody new this morning that may be watching us. Pam Connors here from Huntsville DBA. Pam, for you, with just so many years downtown, and maybe this is a word to someone out there that's watching this morning, what's kept you downtown? What have you enjoyed the most about just being here in Huntsville and being downtown?
Oh, the whole community. But again, it's the support system that we have for each other. Not everybody that comes to downtown has any idea that they're going to come to a resale shop and either look around or buy something. They may be coming to go to an antique store, or maybe they're coming to go to the Crooked Crown, and just because once they park their car and got out and they start going to their target destination, and they look up and go, well, what's in this store? What's in this store? So they keep moving, and that's a huge bonus. Even though we have to fight for our parking spots, once you're there, you're there.
It's always funny. There's people online that always say, "Well, we need this and we need that," and you know what? That's what's cool about being in business. You can bring whatever you want, and so I encourage anybody, you take that risk. You don't. Justin Killingsworth always told me, you don't know if you don't try. Yeah. And so this morning, you won't know if you won't try. And so take that step, take that leap of faith. And if you've got a business idea, do your research first. But you know what? Bring that to pass and bring it here to Huntsville. And if there's a spot that opens up downtown, bring it downtown. The city's not in charge of telling who's going to come and who's not. If you got an idea, come on, bring it.
Yeah. Get with the landlord, pay your rent, and get going.
Yeah.
I
like how easy you make it. That's it. There you go.
Give it to the landlord, pay your rent.
Get going. That's a T-shirt. We're going to make those shirts.
There you go. Well, 12th Street is really starting to blossom over, across from the Old Town Theater. Of course, the Old Town Theater, they're a staple, and they bring so many many new people to town as well. But they've got a customer base that just comes to every show. You know, they love doing the shows that are there at the Old Town Theater. But they're at the corner where you used to be, where Paula used to be, is a new Splintercraft artisan shop, and he sells art supplies. And it's he's got a lot more to offer. I don't even know what all it is yet, but he's gonna have some classes and things like that out of his place. And of course, right across the street from them is a little store called Good Old Times, and he's a young man and his wife, local, and they have a vintage clothing and streetwear at their little shop. And then go further on the other end of the block, we have a new art gallery that's there, the Merge Art Gallery, and I can't wait to see what that's going to bring. And then, of course, Mario's Sports Bar.
Yeah.
So there's always something going on that end of town.
If something becomes available, I've always had a passion and a dream to bring a children's museum to downtown Huntsville.
Wow. Yeah.
And I would do it as a nonprofit, and I'm sure, many folks in the community would support that. You just have a monthly membership. I saw this up in North Dakota when we were living up there. North Dakota. That's how we used to say it. We saw it up there, and it was the neatest thing.
As long as you don't play that song.
Yeah, there's a song that Billy likes to sing on the show on Friday. But it's neat because it was only like $15 a month. You can come in and do whatever. And I said, this would be so great. And it's kind of like predicting the future, right? I told Bridget, I said, if we ever go back to Huntsville, we should look at starting something like this. And one day, if a spot opens, you let me know, all right? And I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna find a landlord, pay my rent, and get after it.
Get after it.
So that's the goal.
You just go on and move into the Merge Art Gallery. I'm sure he won't mind.
Yeah, it may work out.
I'm here. You said come join you. Here we are.
But there is so much and so many new things opening up too. Cafe Texan has done such a great job in Vance Howard. They're revitalizing that area, and then just right down, is it Louise and Olitas? Am I saying that correct?
Louise and Olitas, yeah.
Louise and Olitas, a beautiful little tea room. That's the easiest spot in Huntsville. Remember, it's 1212 12th Street. And so it's just a beautiful place, and there's places to eat now. Obviously, Sam's is doing really well too, and Diego, they're just wonderful people. And then you have Square One Nutrition just right down the street from that. And I think there's somebody that's moving in now to where Granny Mary's used to be.
Yeah, it's supposedly a tamale place.
Oh, come on, man. I wonder if that's Billy Papania over there maybe doing some stuff.
I don't think Billy does tamales.
Well, he needs to get after it. He needs to get a landlord, pay his rent, and get after it.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he makes some delicious boudin.
Yeah, he was doing that. We miss Randy. We were just talking about him the other day. He's such a good man. But there's so much going on. And then where we were talking about where that mural is that Lee Jameson is about to wrap up, I ran into the guy that is doing that over there several months ago, and that's supposed to be like a wine bar / bookstore. Have you heard any info?
Wine, coffee, and bookstore.
Isn't that going to be neat?
Yeah. Yeah, so really be neat. And, of course, right around the corner is Adler Family Toys.
Yep, Shane and Madeline over there.
Yeah, and a Serendipity gift shop is there.
I don't think the Crystal is there anymore.
No,
are they?
They
closed. Has anyone moved into that already?
I think there's a lady who, I think it's a lady. It's a Joy Brush art painting, and I think maybe she's putting in a little studio there.
But see, there you are. You just said it. I mean, nothing stays vacant long.
No, not at all. And of course, Reese's Antiques right around the corner, and supposedly there's still a restaurant coming in over
Italian
restaurant.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. That might be that's one of those decades in the making things.
Yeah, I ran in. It was really neat. I was talking to a guy that was doing. I need to do a better job. I was just telling Jason I've been behind on our coming soon section on our website. Used to be so popular. I need to update that because everybody go, what's happening in Huntsville? We want people to know if what's happening in Huntsville. You click on that, and we want to have everything that's going. Just like the new, it's an African restaurant that just opened up on Montgomery Road. Right. There's been no publicity about that. I need to go over there and talk to those guys. But that just opened. But I ran into the guy that was doing construction over at that restaurant where Walls was temporarily, and he said, yeah, it's a guy out of Conroe. He already has a location there, and he said, call him. And the other day I was like, I need to do an article about that, and then I lost the guy's number. But there is a lot happening downtown, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. And then you guys need to go hang out downtown now with everything going on, Jason.
We do.
Well, let me put one more plug in.
Please, yes.
Yeah,
so
put a plug in.
I haven't mentioned that the Main Street Music Series will start this Saturday evening, too.
Wow.
So as soon as you're through at Wind Down, go listen to some free music.
Go listen for it. Man, it sounds like it's going to be party central in Huntsville.
Yeah, and it's in Rather Park. and they go till 9 o'clock. So at 7:30 to 9. So you just enjoy yourself, and when you start hearing the music tingle, you go for free. We are also having live music as part of our Wind Down Whiskey Up, and at a niche in time. The there's a lady who plays a violin and has a synthesizer keyboard and everything that backs her up. She's really good. She's played several years for us, so she'll be out playing music.
She's going to have the, what do you call it, a rave party, techno going, smoke and the lasers and all that. That'd be awesome. We need that downtown. Can you bring that, Pam?
Let me work on that one. Well, but hey, when we get our VIP line and the VIP tickets, and we sell 1,000, then we'll go. Yeah.
What was it? The
Flash Pass.
Flash Pass.
Flash Pass. And it'll be Pam over there. She'll be DJing it. So I could see you doing that.
Yeah, what?
But you mentioned something too briefly. I wanted to highlight this. We have Ruther Park right around the corner, and we're obviously here at First Baptist, but I mean it's just right around the corner from the church, right downtown.
Yeah,
that is such a beautiful venue. In fact, we were a Wednesday night at the end of this month. We're going to do Party at the Park over there. We've reserved the spot, and we're going to hold an outdoor service. Here at the church, we're going to have it on the stage, and the whole community's invited. Don't matter if you go to church, if you don't go, whatever. Just come and hang out with us. And we're going to do, we call it Party at the Park, and we're going to have music there, worship music. We're encouraging people to bring, some guys are going to bring grills. And so it's going to be, really, it's the guys cooking for the gals is the way that we're approaching this. Because here at our church, the ladies always cook for us.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to return the favor. So we're going to be grilling, and we'll have hamburgers, hot dogs, maybe even, who knows, maybe even a few steaks, whatever people want to meet. We're just say, bring some meat, bring a grill, and we're going to have a good old time over there.
It's on a Wednesday night?
It's on a Wednesday night. So,
man, that'd be awesome. Are y'all going to do more than one of these?
We're going to see how this one goes, and then, just got to, no rain, please.
Well, and as you mentioned that, and of course, we do have a beautiful forecast for this Saturday, but the Old Town Theater is a backup because we did have rain for a few of ours last year. So if it does rain, they move the concert series into the Old Town Theater. But at the second Saturday of every month for May, June, July, and August, they'll have bands at Ruther Park, and it's called the Main Street Music Series, and it's sponsored by the Main Street in the city of Huntsville.
Man, that's great. Is Amanda still over there? Does she do that?
Yeah.
Amanda Shalacy? Yeah, I need to talk. We used to be right next door, so I'd talk to her
all
every other
time.
day. Now I haven't talked to her in a while, so we definitely want to promote that. Thank you for letting us know about that, too, because we want to definitely promote that. So come on out.
We're going to theme our sipping shops in coordination with each of the bands that are coming. In June, the band is kind of a bit of a jazzy band. So our theme for the sipping shop is jazz hands.
Oh, cool!
And then the next one is a Texas country music, and so it's we're doing a big Texas howdy for that one, and then the last one is has something to do with the T-birds and a kind of a grease theme. So the last one will be a grease party.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome.
So they can come do their sipping shop and then move on over to Ruther Park and enjoy the free music and come prepared, come dressed in costume, whatever you want to do, be part of the fun.
John Travolta's going to be at that last one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Rob's gonna dress
you
up.
do John, I'll do Olivia.
Perfect.
Yeah,
there we
give me
go.
some black spandex.
Jason, whatever you want to do, you just do it. All right.
Okay.
You just come on.
He can, Rizzo.
No. I don't even know who that is. So.
It's a girl, so.
Jason's like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Well, a lot going on. Again, go to HuntsvilleDBA.com for more information. Buy your tickets, but you can win today. We're going to have 2 winners, and all you have to do right now is just text in your name to 936-339-0139. Again, that number, 936-339-0139. It's your opportunity. We're going to give away 2 of these, 1 to each winner, and it's the Wind Down Whiskey Up. These things are valuable. This is $80.
Yeah.
$80.
Yeah, $40 a piece.
Yeah.
$40 a piece, and we're going to have 2 winners today. Each one gets 1.
But
you have to answer the phone.
Yeah, continue to stay with Hello Huntsville all week because we will have more going
Yes, we
throughout
will.
the week.
We're going to be doing it all week long. And check this out. You can drop this off, raffle entry, cork and canvas. You'll drop it off. Winners will be drawn randomly at the conclusion. You're going to give away up to $500 in downtown. But what do y'all call that?
Well, we call it several different things. Depends on what we're doing because we call it a shop hop. And we do it about 3 to 4 times a year. We give away that much money 3 to 4 times a year.
But it's the downtown dollars is what y'all call that, right?
Downtown dollars.
Downtown
yes.
dollars, yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, check it out. So come on, be a part of this. This is going to be so much fun. Boy, Pam, I'm at this weird part of life to where I get exhausted thinking about things. Have you ever been there? You ever been there, Jason?
Yes.
And so, like tonight at my they go to Tomorrow's Promise. They're doing so great over there. But Miss Charlotte told us, she's like, oh, and don't forget at 6:00 we're having the showcase tonight. And I'm like, I want to go to it, but I'm also like super exhausted. And I started thinking about that. And I'm like, I kind of got out of breath thinking about it. And then I started thinking about Saturday because there's so much, and I want to go to all this. We want to go on the ride. I was talking to Billy, and Greg has that Jeep, and so I wanted to see if Billy and us could take the Jeep for the Clay Towsworth Memorial Ride. And it's all family-friendly places that were. I asked Tara, I forgot to mention that yesterday, but you can bring the kids to these places. Not like you're going to some rowdy biker bar where people are going to be throwing bricks at each other. It's nothing like that. But we're stopping at multiple places and then meeting back at the Legion. Kyle Kreiner's doing a brisket, and by 1:00 you're already back at the Legion. And so I told Bridget we should go do this. Bring the kids. That's already planned out. Now you got this event that you could go to, and then go hear music afterwards. It's but I'm getting tired thinking about it all. I'm just like, man. But it's good.
Hey, but just think how you'll get a really good night's sleep after that.
That's it.
Yeah,
See?
Everybody will be tired.
So come on and be a part of all these great events. Pam, anything else? Plug Bargain Box real quick, if you don't mind.
Oh, the best resale shop in town.
There you go.
The Bargain Box in Simply Seconds. We offer used and gently used clothing for the entire family, men's, women's, and kids. So, yeah, come see us.
And do y'all buy clothing, too?
It's consigned.
So consigned,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So people bring it to us, and then we sell it, and then we give them 40% of what we sell it for.
Wow, that's not. Do y'all set the prices on it and everything?
Yeah, we do all the work.
Yeah. But hey, we're collecting 40. That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Yeah. And then we'd like for it to be like in the old days where you bartered for everything. No, you got to spend that money here.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
Yeah. You can either spend it in the shop, or we do actually write checks.
See, that's actually a good idea. Could people just keep a rolling credit with you guys?
Yeah, we have some people who do that. Yeah,
I may do that. We have a bunch of. What clothing do y'all take? Because I meant to ask this because we went through the closets and we have some nice clothes for the kids especially.
We take it by the season. Right now we're doing spring and summer.
Okay.
So it's like I said, it's men's, women's, and kids, but nothing long sleeve now. Texas summers are brutal, so everything's short sleeve, and that just it needs to come in on hangers, and we'll take it from there.
Perfect. All right. Well, there it is, Bargain Box. And your sister, who works with you?
Well, my sister-in-law, Tanya Cotton, is my business partner.
That's
she
right.
works with me. And then right next door at Deja Vu Decor is my sister, Paula.
Paula, that's right. I always get them all mixed up. So.
Yeah. So she does all the furniture and stuff. And she works on consignment, too, the furniture and the home decor. And hers is a 50-50 split.
So it's Tanya that's your sister-in-law, and Paula your sister next door. That's so cool to have like family right there next to each other.
And currently my daughter-in-law is working for us. So it's always some member of the family is always there. I raised my kids there. My daughter worked with us forever. That's.
I love that. What's the Niche and Time Antiques? Who's that over there?
That's Kathleen Niche.
Kathleen, that's right. I should know this.
Yeah, and whenever we do events like Sip and Shop and Wind Down, her daughter comes up and helps her, and then her sister comes up and helps so that she can have a day off every now and then. So yeah, family.
That's cool. It makes me want to go downtown like right after the show. I got to help Jason though. We got business. We got some business to take care of.
Yep.
So. Well, Pam, thank you so much for all that you
welcome.
do. And you're always, I love this because I said anytime you want to come on, just use that link. And boy, you used it. And that's,
I found it this time.
You did exactly what we're asking people to do. And we're staying pretty booked up on the show now because of that. So anytime you want to come on, you don't even have to call us. You just look on there. And if it's available, come on. You are always welcome. Again, it's Pam Connor from DBA, Huntsville DBA, and also Bargain Box, doing great work for our community here in Huntsville. Thank you so much, Pam.
You're welcome.
All right, there she is, Miss Connor. Thank you. I'm thinking of Groundhog Day. When I say your name, Pam Connor, I think of Groundhog Day, Phil Connors. Remember,
Yes.
remember that? Phil Connors, is that you? Wow, it's great to see, the insurance guy that runs out. For some reason, I thought of Phil Connors when I thought of Pam Connors. But that movie is one of my favorite movies, by the way.
It would be.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
all right. Well, again, hey, your chance to win. Text in right now, and you've got to answer to win. We are giving away 2 of these, one to
2
each winner.
individual tickets.
That's it. And all you got to do is text in your name on we need a sponsor for our phone and text line, because 0 Degree is not cranking out candy anymore. And so Rick said, hey, we're going to end that. And he was with us for a long time. So if you'd like to sponsor our text and phone line, we got some really incredible opportunities to do that. But text in your name, 936-339-0139. Again, 936-339-0139. Your chance to win today. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll have more when we come back on your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville on a Tuesday. It's brought to you by our friends at Guardian Defense. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. And again, real quick, visit HuntsvilleDBA.com for more information on Wind Down, Whiskey Up, and other events that are happening with the Huntsville DBA. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.
$49 and more, the video superstore, Huntsville, Texas. Before Blockbuster. $49 and more, the video superstore, Huntsville, Texas. Before Blockbuster.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today. Braylon, say this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit
94.3. Jason.
Text Groove.
You better get
So what did you do for Cinco de Mayo yesterday?
Nothing.
You didn't do anything?
Absolutely nothing.
Why not?
Too tired, buddy. I don't feel like doing anything anymore. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I just stay tired. I'm 41 years old. I should not. I'm just exhausted. And everybody, well, you need to go get this checked. And man, I've already had all that checked.
Do you take a multivitamin?
No, I ain't got time for that. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't got time for that, man.
I
used to. Didn't do anything.
Well, you probably wasn't taking the right one.
Yeah, I was taking a men's one for I don't know, Formula One.
That don't mean that's what you need.
Racing vitamin or something. Men's Choice. I don't know what it is. Who knows? I don't know. It's all a scam. All that stuff.
I don't know.
Do you believe in it? You think it's good? You need it?
I don't know.
I take emergency.
Yeah, the little drink thing.
Yeah, I do that every once in a while if I'm feeling down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get sick quite a bit, but that's because children. I mean, my kids pick up everything.
You got to build your immune system back up. Pretty soon you'll be immune to everything.
Yeah, I'm doing better. I haven't been sick in about a month, so that's always a good sign.
You better knock on that wood coffee table, little son.
Yes, sir.
No, because a couple of weeks ago you sounded like you had some cooties kicking because I brought my mask and everything.
All right, we've had a few messages come in, old son. You haven't called me old son in a while.
Old son.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Got some news coming in here this morning. Breaking news.
Well, you got to go over and see. You gave people a challenge.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We do have some breaking news this morning from the National Weather Service. This is why you need to watch our show and stay up to date. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch. This just in from the National Weather Service. Tornado watch number 231 is in effect until 4 p.m. this afternoon. And this does include Walker County. Yep, it does. It includes Walker County. In fact, most of central and east Texas now under this tornado watch. Conditions are favorable for thunderstorms to develop today with a chance of severe storms that may be capable of producing tornadoes, 40 to 60 mile an hour wind gust, and large hail. So that, again,
sounds like fun.
Just in from the National Weather Service. And some areas, by the way, could locally see 3 to 6 inches of rain. We are also in a flood watch. And that flood watch will go through late tonight and early tomorrow morning until 1 a.m. I want to encourage you, the best way to get the weather stuff, go to weather.gov. It really is the best way. If you go to your phone and it tells you what the weather forecast is, that's a generalized forecast. If you go to weather.gov, you can tap on the county and put in the zip code, go right to Huntsville. Weather.gov is the official weather.gov is the official weather service. And these are this comes from the local forecast office. So there you go. Make sure to follow that. A lot of friends joining us, many people texting in. I do want to give you another opportunity. We're going to call a winner here in a moment. But right now, if you'd like to go to Wind Down Whiskey Up this weekend, friends, you got to text in.
And you have to answer the phone.
Got to answer the phone. The text line is open. We are giving away tickets all week long, right
all
here
week
on Good Morning Huntsville. We've got 2 winners each day. 2 winners today. Again, all you got to do, text in your name to 936-339-0139 for your chance to win. 2 tickets.
What you say, like
apiece.
16 wineries and distilleries that you're going to get to sample from?
That's a lot, man.
That's a lot. And then free hors d'oeuvres or snacks, or then you can go watch the free music down there at Rather Park. That sounds like pretty good Saturday night.
Appetizers, the whole 9, right there for you. So text in now. We'll call a winner here in just a few moments. We did have a lot of people texting in this morning and also commenting in, Jason.
Yeah.
I was about to get to that before we just received that alert from the National. I've always wanted to do that live, by the way. This just in from the National Weather Service.
Are you trying to be Walter Cronkite?
That's Walter Cronkite. You know what was cool back in the day, though? Did you ever listen to NOAA Weather Radio?
I did.
I still remember ours growing up. This is WXK 27, the voice of the National Weather Service.
Did you have one of those weather alert radios when you were a kid?
And it would
and
scare
that sun
you.
gun would go off at like 2:00 in the morning, and it would echo through the house, and everybody's getting up and what's going on? Are we going to blow away? And it wasn't even for you.
Are we going to blow away? And then Jason would say, "Yes, sir, old son."
Yep. Be like Dorothy.
It just is that time of the year toward that type of weather, and I'm unfortunately I have a feeling that we're going to have a pretty severe summer storm series. We haven't had a lot of severe weather, recently. But a lot of comments are coming in. I'm kind of stumbling around here because I'm trying to pull this up on my phone.
Because you don't have your little computer.
My computer doesn't work. Check that. Okay, here.
Look. I can loan you another one.
Look how cool this is. Check this out. Look, there's Marty Salyer from Round Rock, Texas. I told you there's people from outside of Round Rock. Marty joining us. You know that guy used to be my Sunday school teacher?
Really?
He did, man. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Martin Salyer joining us this morning from Round Rock, Texas. How about that, man? You ever been to Round Rock, Jason?
Yes, sir, I have.
What did you like about Round Rock?
I went to the baseball field once.
Oh, the Round Rock Express?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was fun.
I'm trying to figure out how to put all this.
But now, Round Rock is so exploded and grown up and stuff. I'd be lost.
It's grown, man.
Mm-hmm.
But Marty joining us.
Used to go to the Dell. Went to the Dell Diamond.
Watch this. Check this out. Watch this. You ready? Watch on the screen. Look how cool that is. Mm-hmm. Freddie Greer joining us from Mejia. Mm-hmm. Freddie, what's up, man? He's a security guard, man. He gets to work the Cowboys games.
Really?
Freddie from Mejia this morning. How about the Horn family joining us? Richard and Linda.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Be safe during the thunderstorms. Good to see you. It's raining in Georgetown.
How's Richard's eyes doing?
It's doing better.
Cool.
He came to the restaurant where you were there. You didn't even tell me bye, dude. You snuck out, you old
man,
son.
I was on a mission, old son.
I thought about that. Here's some phrases that people can't stand, okay? We had this a while ago, right? Jennifer Augustinetti says this. She says, cap, can't stand it, means to lie or exaggerating. So people will say no cap or that's cap. Also trash. When people say everything is trash when talking about anything in general, that's bad. Trash goes what's in the garbage can. That's it. Mm-hmm. See, we've struck a chord with Jennifer this morning.
We did.
What phrases can you not stand? You just can't stand them.
Yeah.
That was one of them right there from Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. Autumn said here, activity produces activity. Mm-hmm. That's what I was trying to get at. Oh, by the way, Autumn, I'm not being mean to you, but she has named her car Miss Kitty.
Miss Kitty.
I guess it's Autumn, so it's cool. If you watch the show, it's okay. Tara Burnett, by the way, she said she misses Hastings here in Huntsville.
I do miss Hastings. That was a good place, too.
Autumn Wheaton loved 49 and more, by the way. Okay, here's another one of phrases that drive people crazy. Christine Mitchell said, bruh, drives me crazy. Kids use any bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I have to agree.
Bruh. You know what another one for me?
What's that?
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I don't understand the dope
I'm
thing.
old school, man. That's dope, man.
I thought dope is what those people smoked.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's dope, bro. Bra, or they say brah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, brah. Billy Cawthon, by the way, he's watching Andy Griffith's show right now. He's just your everyday dad. Mm-hmm. He's your everyday type family guy.
He is.
Autumn Wheaton phrase, my truth is my reality. My truth is my reality. Jamie Saucier says he's annoyed when they say no problem when you say thank you. Oh, no problem. Thank you, Jason.
I'm not going to say no problem.
No problem. By the way, congratulations, Jamie. I'm so thankful that Nina is back at home.
Mm-hmm.
We've been praying for her, and we are so thrilled to see your message this morning that she is back. And let her know that we love her, my friend, and we are continuing to pray for her health. But so thankful that she is home this morning. My sister joining in, saying good morning, Huntsville. Happy Tuesday. Karen Clark joining us, saying good morning, Huntsville. Hi, Rob and Jason. Have a blessed day. Christine Mitchell there. Jennifer commenting in pretty quick this morning, saying it's a terrific Tuesday. More rain, but still a blessing from the Lord. Y'all have a blessed day. Autumn Wheaton, by the way, was our very first comment this morning.
Really?
Yeah, Autumn was
on. There was no Kyle Kreiner this morning?
No Kyle Kreiner.
Oh, we got to
see
fire
Kyle.
him.
Yeah, where are you at, Kyle? He may have commented on it. We don't see every single comment. Some of the other platforms, we don't see him.
He's usually on pretty quick in the morning.
Marshall, oh, gosh. Tara Burnetsky, did you hear the show yesterday?
Not all of it.
I couldn't think of the word spouse, and I just said your marital parts.
Oh, my goodness.
I couldn't think of spouse. And
you can say, like, marital partner. You said parts?
Yeah, so Tara Burnett said marital parts is the new best catchphrase.
Marital parts.
That's my marital parts over there.
Okay.
My marriage parts.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot all about that. Oh, man. Molly's here with us this morning.
Yeah.
Molly, are we ever going to get you on the show to say hello to us? Uh-oh, look.
Right there. Oh, come on.
Wait. Hold on, Molly. Stay right there. Just stay there. You don't have to even come over here, Molly. Watch this real quick. Hold on. Hold on. This is the lady behind the scenes that works the magic, and we're going to see if this works. Oh, it didn't work, Jason. Oh, no. Molly just said good. Oh, wait. Tricked you, Molly. Oh, it's not working.
It's not working.
Man, Molly just said good. Oh, there you are, Molly. Hi, Molly. Good morning. Look, there she is. Molly, we got her.
We finally got her.
We got her. There she is, Molly. Thank you, Molly. She made her show appearance.
Yeah, I was running a few minutes late. I didn't even get coffee or anything this morning.
Molly told me, she said, don't ever show me on that show because I've been in the witness protection program for 30 years, and we just gave up our identity.
Yeah.
So sorry about that, Molly. All right.
All right.
Let's see who's won today, buddy. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I don't like how on this, though, I can't mute the audio coming in through my phone. Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Yeah, I can hear it.
So I don't mind using my phone, but I can't mute it on here. And that is a huge deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
And I have it turned down. Look.
Yeah.
I mean, how much more do you have to turn it down? Hello. See that?
Yeah, you can hear the echo.
What a joke. All right, let's head over to that formerly Zero Degree Creations phone and text. See, this is why it works. The phone and text line is open for sponsorship. If you'd like it, email us, or if you have my phone number, text me. But we're even going to throw in some extra bonuses now, including commercial spots during the show, shout-outs on social media. That phone and text line sponsor, I've had 3 or 4 people interested in it. It's a very coveted spot. We've only had 2 of them in the history of the show because people don't give it up unless they have to.
No, I mean, I could see a few, businesses around here that would probably be beneficial for them to jump on board.
And you saw what just happened. I say it so much. It took me forever to quit saying the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line.
Yeah, it took you a long time to swap over to 0 Degree for Rick. And then
0 Degree Creations.
Now it's going to take you probably 3 months to get over to the next sponsor.
Yeah, unless the sponsor hops on, I'll start saying your name. But we do this numerous times a day. We do it on social. It's a really great exposure for a very affordable price compared to what you'd pay for radio ads and that kind of stuff. So it's open. Text us. If you got my cell phone number, text me, or text the text line at 936-339-0139. You can text in for your chance to win. Let's head over to that text line because today we have 2 winners that we are calling. We hollering at them.
You going to holler at them?
We're going to holler at a player. Is that okay to say that phrase?
I don't know.
Is there any phrase that you say every day that you think? Old son. You say old son.
Pretty much.
You ever say old Roy? Like, hey, yeah, old Roy. Like the dog food?
No.
Sam's Club dog food?
I know exactly what it is.
Hey, old Roy. How you doing, old Roy? Listen to that music right there, buddy. Da, 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 da. Here we go. 0 Degree former phone. See, it's... Yeah, who is this?
Oh, hey, Rob.
It's Wilford T. Brimley. If you got diabetes, you check your blood sugar and then you check it off. Then you call Liberty Medical. All right.
Yeah, I'll be sure to do that.
Well, you were just on. We had a really awesome event, Clay Towsworth Memorial Ride, coming up on Saturday, and then you just texted in because it sounds like you're going to be going to Wind Down Whiskey Up, Miss Burnett. How about that?
Well, I think that's awesome. And, if I can't personally make it, I will make sure that somebody that will definitely enjoy it gets the ticket.
Well, because it's worth $40. This is
yes, sir.
Have you been before?
Yes,
you ever been to that event before?
No, I have not gotten the chance to go, so I'm hoping to get the chance to be there.
Oh, Jason, smell that ticket, man. Smell that printing on that.
I'm not
Tara,
gonna smell it.
Man, this thing.
Your hand's been all over it. I don't know where
Tara,
your hand
this thing
has
has that good printing smell to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's legit, Rob.
Oh, it's so legit. It's like whenever you're a kid and that Highlights for Children book comes in the mailbox. That's what it smells like.
Well, I'll be sure I bring my marital part with me so we can have a good evening.
Thank you for reminding me of that. So, Tara, congratulations. We'll have this one up here for pickup at the church. Your name's on it, all right?
All right, thank you so much, Rob.
All right, God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Tara Burnett, winner number 1. Let's head on down to the phone line. Boy, we've had a lot of text messages coming in, Cowboy.
Look, there's
old son.
Yeah.
Here we go, old son. You ready?
I'm ready. Just getting the grunt going.
This lady always has phone problems.
Does she?
Yes.
Oh.
I give her the benefit of the doubt.
Hi, I'm not available to take your call. If you will, please leave a message.
Well, normally we don't do this on this show, but we're going to go ahead and give it to you.
Are we?
Just like Bill Dickinson at Capital Kia. If I can't beat a new Kia car deal in Texas, I'm just going to give it to you. Congratulations, Miss L. Turpening. I know that you always have, she does. She really does.
Yeah.
She always has phone issues because she always calls me back and says, hey, my phone, it wouldn't ring. And so I trust her. But L, you have won a ticket to Wind Down Whiskey Up.
That's it.
Congratulations. Jason, what do you want to tell her?
Congratulations. I hope you have a good time because it sounds like it's going to be fun.
All right.
Yeah.
What are you thankful for today? She's not. This is a voicemail.
Yeah.
We're talking to dead air.
Yeah, we're just talking to dead air.
L. Turpening, congratulations. Your name is on this. So we've got it. Tara and L, congratulations. You have won. You can pick it up here at the church. Have a blessed day.
Bye.
I give her the benefit of the doubt.
You give her
See,
the benefit?
once we have like this audience that's always on with us, we get to know them a little bit.
Right.
And we ain't playing favorites,
No.
okay? And friends, we're giving away. If you text in today and you didn't win, guess what? You can text in also tomorrow. That means you got two more. You got 2 chances to win.
That's it.
So we're giving these away all week. Big thanks to Pam Connor at Huntsville DBA. But there you go, another ticket to L. Turpening, our friend in New Waverly, Texas.
Yep.
Jason, what else is going on in your world before we sign off?
WCRC at noon. Then I got to go down and see one of them doctor peoples and play in the weather. That's about it.
WCRC, the Walker County Referral Cooperative. We meet over at the community room.
Yep. 12 o'clock
So
noon.
come
Bring your lunch. Come down and hang with us, and we'll have something good today. I'm not sure what's on the agenda, but it'll be good.
Couple of things on this day before we sign off. It was on this day, May 6, 2025, in 1840. May 6, 1840, England introduced the first postage stamp. Next up on the list of things to invent, the mailbox. Immediately had to follow that, of course. A couple of other things here. In 1860, our country's first workout facility, the Olympic Club, well, it opened up. They chose the name Olympic because it was for people who just wanted to work out once every 4 years. So you get that one, Jason?
I do. Sounds like me.
On this date, 1915, none other than Babe Ruth hit his first major league home run as a player for the Boston Red Sox. Of course, a lot more of those were to come for Babe Ruth. It was also on this date. Boy, this is one that when I was a child I used to think about a lot, and I was in awe of this. It was in 1937, the hydrogen-filled German Hindenburg, the big blimp. They called it a dirigible. Have you ever heard of that? Dirigible. Let me Google that word real quick because I have no idea what that means.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that has to do that.
The dirigible, by the way, a flood warning just issued. We'll have that here in just a few moments. Breaking news. Let's go here. Dirigible. It is capable of being steered, guided, or directed. It is a airship with a rigid structure, a dirigible. Why didn't they just say airship? It was the Hindenburg in 1937. The airship burst into flames, crashed while docking in Lakehurst, New Jersey, killed 36 of the 97 on board. If you think about that, though, 61 people survived. That's pretty impressive for that thing when it blew up. Today, National Crepe Suzette Day. It's supposed to be crepe or whatever, like crepe myrtle. Creep. C-R-E-P. I think it's pronounced crepe. But poor old Suzette, she sure is a creep, and they're celebrating her today. That's probably something serious. Let me look this up real quick.
Oh, Lord.
No, it's a French dessert. Crepe Suzette.
Okay.
I just thought it was Creepy Susan. It's Creepy Susan Day today.
Oh, God.
Happy Creepy Susan Day today to everybody out there. It's also National Beverage Day.
Beverage Day?
I could take a good Coke Zero right now. Kyle, by the way, that grape something he brought me, Dr. Pepper Zero, buddy, that one wasn't good.
So you're saying if I were to get you a Coke Zero when I go get my coffee in a few minutes, you'd be thankful?
Oh, 100%. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I can get you the hookup.
It's National Tourist Appreciation Day.
Okay.
And also, how about this? Boy, how about this? Sweetheart, I love you. It's National Nurses Day today.
National Nurses Day.
And I want to send a special shout out to all the nurses that are out there. To my mother, my mama. I love you, Mom. She was a nurse for nearly 4 decades. My beautiful wife is a nurse over at Creekside. I still remember my first nurse ever, my doctor's nurse, Evelyn Shell. She passed away many years ago. We called her Grandma Shell, and I sure miss her. But the nurses and teachers made the most impact on my life. And I've got so much respect for nurses and teachers. And so Jason and I want to say Happy Nurses Day to all of you.
Happy Nurses Day.
Happy Nurses Day to all of you today. Reminder, Sunday's Mother's Day, just in case you have an out-of-town mom. So your mom is in town.
My mom is in town.
No Goodyear.
Nope, don't have to send anything to
Don't
Goodyear.
have to send them. So enjoy that, of course. Chris Paul, basketball players, he turns 40 today, was recently playing for the San Antonio Spurs. George Clooney, he's 64 years old today. Clooney getting a little loony at 64 today. Actress Roma Downey, don't know who that is. Whoever she is, she's 65 today. Former British Prime Minister Tony Blair. I do know Tony Blair, 72 years old
You met
today.
him?
Know him personally, yeah. We're good friends.
Okay.
No, you know what? In 9/11, that was a time that we saw unity. And that's when I really knew who Tony Blair was, because he was one of the first to call President Bush at the time and say, whatever you need, we're here to support you.
Yep.
And Tony Blair was a good man. Bob Seger's 80 years old today. Bob Seger, 80 years old today. NBC coverage of the Kentucky Derby on Saturday. Did you watch it?
No.
Well, you weren't one of the 21.8 million who did. That is the highest since 1989. 21.8 million people watching the horses run. Pretty crazy. Warren Buffett stepping down as CEO at the end of the year. Greg Abel taking over that spot, but he will remain as chairman of the board of Berkshire Hathaway. Boy, one of the smartest financial gurus of all time. President Trump, more tariffs. This time, 100% tariff on all foreign movies. Calling them a national security risk.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Guinness World Records has certified the world's tallest and smallest dogs met up for a play date.
Okay.
How about this little feller? Big feller, Reginald. He's a 7-year-old Great Dane from Idaho, the size of a small horse. Pearl, a 4-year-old Chihuahua from Florida, the size of an apple.
That's a little bitty.
Smallest and the largest. New city in Texas. How about this? Over the weekend, hundreds of voters approved the establishment of a SpaceX City Starbase, Texas. It's called, or a SpaceX City. It's called Starbase, Texas. New city.
Yeah.
Roughly 1.5 square mile coastal area on the state's southernmost tip that will form from now on its own municipality. It is a new city called SpaceX City, Starbase, Texas. How about that? That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you flown out of New Zealand's Wellington Airport recently?
Can't say that I have. It's on my bucket list, though.
Well, if you had, Jason, you couldn't help but notice the 2 giant eagle statues hanging from the ceiling from the airport. One of them, a Gandalf character riding it. However, they're apparently now over the Lord of the Rings thing and removing those statues from the airport. Sorry to say, Jason. I know that you were really interested in that.
That's just breaking my heart.
Very, very interesting.
What is Lord of the Rings?
Huh?
What is that?
It's some movie and book and all that. I never got into it.
I'm just curious.
All right. As of yesterday, the 5-year student loan payment pause is in it. The government has resumed trying to collect. And can I say one thing? We don't get political on this show. That student forgiveness, I'm not a fan of that. That is taxpayer money going to pay those loans. Someone was bragging to me one day about, a doctor, $300,000 of loan forgiven. Now, come on, man. forgive my mortgage if you're going to forgive that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's ridiculous. I won't talk more about it because we stay pretty neutral on this show. But that debt forgiveness stuff for students, it's like when you buy a car, you buy a home, you sign on the dotted line. You know what you're getting into. Take some responsibility for your actions. Don't depend on others to bail you out. On Sunday, former Vice President Mike Pence received the John F. Kennedy Profile and Courage Award. That was for refusing to overturn the results of the 2020 election. That may create some sort of a conflict, but there you go. Something else there. The world's oldest person is Sister Ina Canavaro Lucas, a Brazilian nun who loved soccer. That's very important. She has died at the age of 116.
Ooh, Lord.
Good night. Starting tomorrow, have you heard about this? Most U.S. adults will need a real ID to board federally regulated commercial aircraft.
You know, haven't they been talking about that for a number of years?
They have. Yep, you're going to need it now, a real ID to get on the airplanes. Okay. So I guess you can't use your driver's license anymore.
Yeah, you just have to have a star on it.
Got to have a star on it, okay.
Or some kind of, I think it's a star something. It just proves that it's not, it's an up-to-date one. I don't know.
Couple of last things here. We all love Dolly Parton. You a Dolly Parton fan?
Sure.
You got to love that lady. If you ask her for the secret to her coleslaw recipe, have you ever thought about this? Thought about asking her this, Jason?
I have not.
Well, she'll be glad to share it with you. It's sweet pickle juice. That is a tip she got from her great-grandma. Very important things that you need to know today. And that is pretty much all this. Here's a couple of other things that you need to know. You know? You got a couple more minutes here, Jason?
Why not?
According to a study, your teeth are the number one thing people judge you on.
Okay.
Your teeth, the number one thing you're judged on. There's an estimated 3 million ships lying on the ocean floor.
That's not surprising.
3 million.
Wonder how many cargo of those, containers are on the ocean floor.
That's a good idea. Let's watch this real quick. Hold on.
He's going to ask it.
Hold on. Hey, darling. Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good there, little sweetheart. How are you? You gotta be nice to her.
I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I'm doing great too. Thanks for asking. What's on your mind today?
Well, what do you want to be called? What's your name? I need to give you a name. What should we call you? Just be nice to her, Jason.
You can just call me ChatGPT.
Oh, that's
or whatever field.
Well, that's a dumb name. Okay, listen. How many containers do you think are on the bottom of the ocean floor, since you think you know everything?
It's hard to know the exact number, but it's estimated that thousands of shipping containers have fallen overboard and now rest on the ocean floor.
Okay, Captain Obvious, we know that. That's pretty obvious. But search the internet and give me an estimation. Just go out and search the internet. You're able to do that. You have to tell her what to do sometimes, Jason.
You have to lay it down, huh?
Did you hear her searching?
I heard her searching.
Did you break? Hold on. She chirps sometimes. She's kind of weird.
Between 2008 and 2019, an average of about 1,382 shipping containers were lost at sea each year. More recently, in 2023, that number dropped significantly to just 221 containers. So over the years, thousands of containers have ended up on the ocean floor.
All right, thanks. I guess you're right. Bye. Have a great day. All right, we'll just go ahead and cut her off. There you go, buddy. It took a long time just to get that information.
Yeah.
All right. Last couple of things here. 20% of us have played in a band at one time in our life. Were you one of the 20%?
Unfortunately.
Were you really?
Yep. Junior high school.
What did you play, man?
I played the trombone and the tuba.
No way, man.
Yeah.
Like the school band, or were you?
Yeah, the school band.
No way.
Yeah.
You still got that thing?
No.
What happened to it?
The school loaned it to you because it was expensive.
Okay. All right. So if someone brought one up here, do you think you could pick at it a little bit?
Heck no.
You cut it?
No.
I love it, man. And then finally, 68 pounds of clothing per person in the U.S. are thrown away each year. 68 pounds per year. That's it, buddy.
That's it, buddy.
That's it. Good show today. Thanks for hanging out with us. Many of y'all, congratulations to Tara and El Turpinning on winning those tickets. We'll have more we're giving away tomorrow, and we'll continue promoting and uplifting the good here in Huntsville, Texas. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Jack Durish from the VF joins us tomorrow.
Awesome.
My good buddy Jack Durish from the VFW. Christy Marford's with us on Thursday, so we've got a good week remaining here on Good Morning Huntsville.
We got to find somebody for Friday.
Jason, let us know what you've been up to before we go, man.
Taught class yesterday.
Okay.
Had a good class, so it was fun. They enjoyed it, and they said they're coming back definitely.
So if you're looking for, was it basic pistol, NRA?
Yeah, NRA basic pistol.
So NRA basic pistol class. Look, if you have any questions about anything related to personal security, ammunition, firearms, go see our friends at Guardian Defense.
We'd
Jason
love to help you out. We may not know all the answers, but we'll try.
We may not know all of them, but by golly, we're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's your motto.
That's it. Figure it out.
We'll take you all the way from the P to the A.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a nickname for you.
I got you.
I won't say it, though, because you get mad at me. GuardianDefenseLLC.com for more information. Hey, we love you, Huntsville. Come hang out with us tomorrow morning, 7:30, as I end every show, reminding you this morning we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until then, good morning, Huntsville. God bless, and we will see you on the flip side. We'll see you, Jason.
Bye now.
I was running, couldn't find my way, caught in the chaos of another day. Shadows chasing, dreams were wearing thin, but your love broke through, calling me again. You saw me drown and reached into the deep, pulled me from the wreckage, now I believe. You turn it all around, you make the ashes beautiful. Your mercy rains down, breaking every chain. I'm whole, I'm not a victim, no, I'm living free. Jesus, you are my victory, oh, my victory, my victory. Every lie I believed is gone. Your truth is my anthem. You're where I belong. You're the fire